Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you want.
Literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Fashionably Broke podcast, and happy 4th of July. I know that this is coming out like 2 days before the 4th of July, but that's really fine. This is the 4th of July episode. So happy 4th of July. I hope everyone has a fun and safe holiday. This year it's on a Friday.
I know.
How
like,
insane.
How fun. Yeah. I love when that happens and it just turns into a long week and I'm like, thank God.
100%. I feel like obviously every year, whatever date, the calendar changes constantly. Duh, I know that. But I feel like for the past, few years, or I say few years, 2 years, holidays have just fallen on the shittiest day. Mm-hmm. So, glad to be back on a Friday, so that everyone can have a long weekend. Because I think
I'm
that's
excited.
Just what the doctor called for.
Better be a body of water somewhere, eating a hot dog, doing something is all I have to say.
Exactly. I'm this year I'm craving, I love s'mores, and I'm I just have to make s'mores.
Oh my God, yum. Wait,
right?
I have to add that to the grocery list now. There's no way I can't have a s'more.
Right? But I actually don't have any plans for the 4th. Kind of sad. I have to work earlier in the day, so...
Yeah.
But that's okay.
So say there's always a pool day.
Yeah.
Grill
100%.
some hot dogs.
100%. Plus, since it falls on a Friday, people are going to still be celebrating all weekend long. So that's really fine with me. This week we have a few brand trips to go over, I feel like. And then, of course, kind of continuing on with the wedding talk that we've talked about for the last few episodes. We have a wedding that we definitely have to cover. And so I think that we should just go ahead and jump straight into it. Okay, I feel like last week we were seeing a bunch of stuff about the Waterboy brand trip to Tulum.
Yes.
And I have a few thoughts. And we can just kind of dive right into it. So I know that it was a shorter brand trip. But I feel like I really didn't see that much content in perspective of there were so many influencers that I followed that were on this trip. And yes, they were posting. I honestly think Kennedy posted the most from that trip. But it still wasn't an insane amount of content. I mean, obviously they were probably just having a ton of fun. But I had to go back and catch up on...
Yeah, because I feel like Kennedy and Bobby and then Brand Flakes and all of them were definitely the ones posting the most. And yes, there were a lot of influencers who went, but they also invited customers.
Yeah,
it was a big group of them all going. And I think that's what everyone was a little upset about is you preach customers are going on this brand trip, blah, 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 blah. But we saw nothing of the customers. But I mean, that's the thing is that's just the way it works. And that's sometimes why it doesn't work for customers doing brand trips because you're not going to see it. You're not following them like you're following an influencer. But I guess I was surprised that Waterboy's TikTok didn't post more about the customers because they were all about Kennedy, Bobby, new couple, everyone loves them. They were all about that. And I feel like it was between Kennedy and Brand Flakes that they were covering. But I think there's also just a bunch of drama around this brand trip because their new social media manager.
Yeah. And so there was one, because how they did some of it was some of the influencers that were invited on the trip were doing a giveaway for, one of their followers and a friend to go on the trip. Right. And the one person or people I did see post with their followers that won the trip was Hallie, Kate, and Jazz. They posted one video and it was them basically saying who the people that won their giveaway were basically the opposite. One of them was Jazz and then one of them was Hallie, Kate.
And it was the sound where it's you are you. I am I, or like I
Yeah.
am he, or something like that. But it was like a good video where I was like, oh wow, like that's a good one. And yeah, that was like the only one I saw
Posting
of
about it.
customers being involved literally whatsoever.
Yeah, but yes, so there is a lot of talk going on about the Waterboy's new social media person, which she's a TikToker basically. I mean, now I would consider her a TikToker, and she's from Nashville, and she had posted a while back basically that she was interviewing for the role and did not think that she was going to get it because it was like her house burned down right before, or like literally the day of like the interview. And so she was like, I don't even know how it went. I haven't heard back, but we're just going to kind of move on from that. And then it was all of a sudden, it was like, oh, wait, no, actually, I am moving to Austin. I am starting my first day of the job in Tulum. And I can see where a lot of people are coming from, because I do think that it's kind of hard. And I compare it to, obviously, Jenna and Connor are dating. Jenna Palak, for those that don't know, and then Connor, one of the co-founders of Waterboy. He was on the season of the Bachelor, I think Hannah Brown's season, I think. And a long, long time ago, they brought her on to run their socials. But it was very her-centered, if that makes sense. Like, she would basically was just in, like, majority of the content. And so then she kind of stopped doing that, and I think it's because they, like, okay, we want to find someone to actually run our social media and not kind of be, like, the face of it, which is, you know, that's kind of how marketing works, is, you know, you produce the content's not necessarily about you.
Yeah.
And I think there was a little bit of a reflection in that in the Tulum trip, where it was, you know, I hate to say, like, she was kind of like the center of it, or like, I don't know. It was very people oriented, which is also good for a company. I feel like it's a lot of people enjoy like getting to know the people that are on the trips. Of course, like with Tarte and everything, they do the same. They like to know the people that like actually work there. So I'm very intrigued to see like how the content kind of goes from there, being back in the office.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about all of this because like for those of you who don't know, her name's Maddy, and she has like created a name for herself in Nashville, you know, as a girl who's just like living her life in Nashville. She's a server, you know, she goes to bars and she plays the game like, is he hot or is he just on stage? Like she's very well known in the Nashville area, and like greater as well. Like I knew of her, and I don't live in Nashville. I just think there are two kinds of people when it comes to social media. The people who can be in front of the camera, you know, creating it, revolving around themselves. And then there's another person who can create it for a company. It is very hard to mix the two, and it's very hard to succeed on your own as well as through a company TikTok, if you will. But I say that lightly because, like, this was her first time. Like, she had just met everyone. You know, this is her first brand trip ever that she's ever gone on, much less taking content for it. And I think she got her ass handed to her in the comments. Like, it was kind of like, oh, that's sad. Like, that's sad, and, like, that's an awful way to start a position and to start moving to a new city. And it's like,
100%.
I know Waterboy, like, really dove into it and is like acting like they were gonna fire her, or like we need to have like an immediate social media call. So, you know, they're like feeding off of it, but I really am wondering how it's going to go, because I can see how the TikToks of like everyone hungover at the table being like, oh, like what everyone's like on the brand trip right now, and it's like, okay, well, you're promoting, you know, a product that's supposed to cure hangovers and make you feel better. So like, first and foremost, like, maybe not the best like route, and like something should have been done about that, or like turned it into like before Waterboy, after Waterboy, like there's got to be some kind of like marketing thought behind it, and
100%.
that's hard to find when you're the face of the company or you're the face of like your own brand that you've been doing.
Yeah, it kind of and it kind of honestly should have been too, like, or just a suggestion, because everyone wants my suggestions. But like, obviously it was her first freaking day that she started in Tulum, so it kind of should have been too, like, obviously the water boy team either like had a few ideas of like, okay, hey, I know this is your first day, you literally are moving, you had to fly to Tulum, like, you just got this job, like, got this job, like, these are some of the ideas that like we have, that like, we would, if you can do it for the socials, that would be great. And like, hey, shoot over some ideas that you have, while you were on the flight. Like, did you come up with any ideas, or like, hey, let's brainstorm really quickly, and then like, I know we're kind of throwing you in it, but like, let's sit down, let's brainstorm, like, what ideas do you have for this trip? This is what we have. Let's collab and see, and then obviously from there, of course, you're going to take like in the moment, spur of the moment content. But I think it should have almost been approached that way, because I mean, I can only imagine how stressful it is to, like, it's your first day. Yeah. You just found out you got the job. You have to fly to Tulum. You're also thinking, okay, I have to pack, I have to move, I have to do all this. And so it's, might not have been necessarily her best work, which is totally fine, because that probably would have happened to me.
Yeah. I think it should have been like a Jazz's wedding Excel spreadsheet of here's the ones we want to do. If you can recreate in the best way possible, put your own like twist on it, and like we can go from there. But I mean, yeah. And like, me, I hate to like talk about people badly, because I can only imagine like how that feels, and like that's a very hard job to have in the public eye, and like this is your first time and people are already like
eating you alive.
Absolutely, like eating you alive. I can only imagine. So I'm excited to kind of see where it goes, how things recover, the content that we're going to see, because Maddie is very like what's the word? I just had it in my head. Unserious. Very unserious. Yeah. You know what I'm like? Happy-go-lucky, go with the flow, crazy, this, that. So I'm curious to see how that transfers like to the content. And then I also take a step back and I'm like, I have to remember that like even the founders of this company, girlfriends, co-workers, anyone and everyone is literally our age trying to run a whole ass business.
1,000%. And like they all have their own platforms as well. So it's like, it is true. It is very like intermixed, and obviously like their lives bleed onto the page. But I feel like also Tarte is a really good example, because they have a really good balance of, especially on these trips, which I know a lot of people are like kind of like, okay, the Tarte trip, like it's kind of old, it's been done and it keeps being done, but I feel like it's a really good reference of even just ideas or like inspiration for something that you're kind of going into. But I also think that as bad as she got torn apart,
you can only go up from here, right?
In the comments, it's also sparking conversation. And they did their brand trip last year, and I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of conversation about it. So I do kind of think that this actually helped.
That's what I'm saying.
Because people are
publicity is
we're talking about it. People are talking about it.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I mean, obviously you're going to Tulum. Like, what are you doing in Tulum? You're drinking. You're partying.
Right.
You're out on a boat. Yeah, sure, they did Pilates one day, but like you could literally see there's a video of Kennedy and she's just like, I'm not even taking this seriously. And so like obviously you kind of take it as it is. And I mean, I think it's also just kind of like her style of content. Again, she was thrown into the job, so she's just gonna kind of do right now what she's comfortable with, and then like when she actually sits down and is able to plan and like really get to know the team well also, and like the brand super well, then I feel like it could 100% only go up from there. And like we're not talking shit, like no hate, but like we're just recapping because there was a lot of talk about it. There was a lot of talk, and a lot of the talk was negative. But also something I want to say, can we talk about like the comeback Kennedy has had, not only with Waterboy, but like also with Jenna? Like, do we remember all that drama of them like absolutely hating each other?
and now like Kennedy's on like the brand trip with her boyfriend, inviting other people.
Well, and
I'm like, whoa, like what a full. I don't know if would you call that full circle? I don't know what you call that, but I'm like, what the heck?
I think it's so smart because, again, as Waterboy was on the come up, so was she. Like, it was pretty even. I mean, obviously, I know she had already, like, moved to Austin and she was already making money from TikTok. I feel like they kind of both, like, she was there at the pretty much beginning of Waterboy dating Mike. And so I feel like a lot of people do still associate Waterboy, her, like, Kennedy, Mike, Jenna, Connor. And I feel like, I mean, it's smart as hell. Like, they used her in a commercial back in the holidays. And, I mean, like, you kind of have to because she has such a platform. A lot of people, again, just associate the two in general. And, like, yeah, they had a falling out, which I don't even remember what that was about. Oh, well.
I think it was just, like, natty, like, girl stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't. And then, like, she dated
so
Mike.
Different.
That kind of, like, brought her back in. And then... But I'm just like, it's just like, if you don't know, like, just from the outside looking in, it's like the lore behind, like, all these people and how they're all connected. Like, it's crazy.
No, it's insane. But I love it. I mean, I've never tried Waterboy, and I've always wanted to, and I just have never pulled the plug.
Yeah, I've tried Waterboy. I feel like I've tried, like, all the, like, liquid hydrations. I just, like, I mean, yeah, it's, like, great to have, and I also think it's like energy drinks, like the placebo effect of like, is this actually really working, or is it me just thinking like it's gonna work? And like, it's low-key, like all of them are like expensive.
The same. Oh my god, no, it's literally so expensive. That's why I haven't bought any. Like, it's
like I might just want to like suffer through like my hangover. I don't know, like
I'll just take a shit ton of Aleve. I'm kidding.
But no kidding. But I, like, sometimes I do get them for, like, vacation or, like, when I know I'm going to be, like, go. I'll get, like, the mini pack. But I'm not, like, a through and through customer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I feel you. But, I just thought it was interesting. I mean, should I want to go on the trip? But it looked fun. And I feel like it was a really good mix. Obviously, a lot of them are friends. But it was cool to see, like, Kelsey Anderson on the trip as well. I'm trying to think of who else was there. That was
like Kelsey, like, Jazz, Hallie, Kennedy, Bran Flakes.
I mean, obviously you have the team because a lot of them have platforms in general.
Right. Yeah, that's really like all, but that's also like all that I know. Like those are the only people that I saw. Yeah,
no, 100%. But there was another brand trip happening on the same weekend, and
beautiful.
I've
never been more jealous in my life.
I'm obsessed. So it was the Sam Edelman trip, and it took place in Nantucket. And okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I follow any of the people that were on the trip.
So I know two of them. But, like, I also didn't, like, dig into... I wish I would have done a little more digging. So Danielle and Brooke were on the trip, and they are, like, Gals on the Go, the podcast.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so they were on it. But other than, like, I was only seeing, like, everything through their TikToks and Instagram posts.
Okay, yeah.
But, I mean... It looked absolutely beautiful. And, like, the lobster dinner, like, out on, you know, the patio, the ocean in the back. I'm just like, oh, my God. Like, someone please. Like, this was, like, picture perfect. When I say,
it really
like,
was.
You can search, like, Pinterest East Coast summers, and this Sam Edelman trip's gonna pop up immediately. Like, immediately.
Well, and what got me interested in the trip in general was Sam Edelman. Like, I saw a majority of the content from their page, like the brand's page,
right.
And the all of the influencers were on a flight in, and it got reconnected. Like, it got diverted to a different airport. And so what I saw is, like, literally on the brand's page, they were like, so we set up this whole brand trip, and none of the influencers are here.
Oh, I did see that. Like,
and
none
so
of the influencers could, like, make it or something.
I was like, wait, what? And so, like, obviously I, like, was intrigued. They, like, rented all these vehicles. They went and picked them up and, like, drove them all the way to Nantucket again. And I mean, no, it was just like a stunning, beautiful trip.
Yeah, like picture perfect. Like it was freaking beautiful, and I just like I have to live out my East Coast dreams at least one summer.
Yeah,
At
I do.
least.
I do have to say. So I grew up doing summers on the East Coast when I was like young. Okay, I was a little baby child, and it was primarily like the Cape Cod, but like every now and then like road trip. We would road trip to like New York, or I also went. Oh my God, ex-boyfriend went to upstate New York one summer with him. Yikes.
I remember that. Forgot about that.
Yikes. Yeah, I ended up going to Canada illegally on a jet ski. It's kind of cool.
Perfect.
But there really is nothing like an East Coast summer. The weather, like you have to wear a sweater at night. Like, oh my God, it's so nice. And everything's just like beautiful there. That's the thing. It's like, it's all stunning. The food is delicious. Like, it's just, I mean, and now with social media, because like obviously people do this, like, and they've done this for decades, years
into time. Yeah.
And it's like, it's really cool now, like to, you know, everyone has social media. And so like, I mean, just following people's lives, like this is what they do every year.
Right. I was about to say, like, I hope, like, I can provide that for my family and we just go, like, have an East Coast summer every single summer. It's like the summer I turn pretty, and then, like, my kids are, like, going to meet their boyfriends and girlfriends there, and, like, they're always going to want to go up for the summer. Oh, my gosh, I can see it now. Like,
or it'll happen one day.
I was like, just get me a house with an American flag on it, with hydrangeas in the front yard. Oh, my God. Like, beautiful. Like, and, Claire Couve Smith was how do you like what's the proper way to say it? Is it in or on Nantucket? Or is that only like on Cape Cod, in Cape Cod? Like there's a specific way you have to say like everything.
I don't,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, guys, we're from Texas. We don't know.
On.
Right.
Because if it's an island, it's on, right?
I would assume. But anyways, who cares? Whatever. But yeah, Claire was there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with all like, well, I say all her friends. Like she had like 3 friends, and like it was kind of just like a baby moon trip with like all her friends, and they hosted like a small little shower, like literally just the 4 of them, like a baby shower.
How cute!
I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful. Like I can't get over it. I really can't.
You could do your bachelorette trip there.
No, I think I'll have to. I truly think I will have to. Like, we're not doing Cabo. We're not doing Cancun. No. We're going to the East Coast, baby. I just have to decide where on the East Coast. You know something?
There's so many options.
There's so many. That's, like, all related to, like, East Coast summers or whatever. Is, Kennedy is now, like, always going to visit Bobby in Montauk. And I'm like, oh, my God. The photos, the videos, because he looks like he's literally in a little shack, and I would be perfectly fine with perfectly fine with that. But like I want to know whose is it, because I'm pretty sure his family lives in New York.
Oh, really?
Like he's from the East, or maybe Maryland. He's from up there. And I know that like I follow him on TikTok, and he's like, when he first got there, he's like, yes, like I'm coming to visit my dad. So I'm wondering if it's like his dad has a place there, and this is kind of just like an add-on for him to come visit. Because like Kennedy even said like she has to shower
outdoors outside. Yeah,
like it's enclosed, but she's like the shower's outside. And I'm like, what I would do to actually like do that for a summer, like how fun.
I'm
like,
so
sign
dead.
me up.
I was thinking about this. I've never taken a shower in an outdoor shower. Like, I've, like, rinsed off in an outdoor shower.
Yeah.
But I'm like, does one feel clean? Like, how clean do you feel afterwards?
I would say on the East Coast, pretty clean. I'd say here in Texas, never. God,
yeah, you're
never.
still sweating. Like, you're sweating in the shower, you're sweating out of the shower. Like, you're just sweating the whole time. But, because I, like, laugh. Because, you know, like, in, like, Tulum or, like, all these tropical places, it's, like, you go stay somewhere and, like, the shower's outdoors. And I'm like, but, like, would I feel clean?
No, because like in my head, once I shower, I can't step foot outside for a sec. Like there's
No,
no
exactly.
way.
But like you're
I'm
outside.
but like I'm dirty. Like if I were to shower for the night and then like have to go like take the trash out, dirty. Dirty.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you with like how you shower and like how you're so like anal about it. I'm
Right.
just thinking about like how you would like probably not feel clean.
Right, but like it's Montauk, so like who cares?
You're like, so I'm clean. So the air's clean,
Yeah, so
I'm clean.
yeah.
The air's
I've
clean,
actually
me
never
clean.
felt cleaner. Yeah, exactly. But I've just been like living for like all of these people like traveling and going to these places, but I also think that it makes me go into like a deep depression of like I'm sitting in Fort Worth, Texas, working in front of 2 monitors while other people are living their life on the beach. So
Yeah.
it's a give and take. It's a give and take between enjoying seeing what everyone's doing and why can't
I mean, I
that
pretty
be
much
me?
just live through everyone's social media because I have 0 trips planned this year. 0. None.
Yeah.
Zilch. Nada.
Yep.
And I don't see that changing for the foreseeable future. So
Hey, it's gonna feel like a trip when I'm living with you.
exactly. So that just means like next year I'm gonna have to double up on
Balls to the wall.
my trips because like what that one year, what was it, 23? Oh my god, I was just flying everywhere every single weekend, and then
Literally
it's just
everywhere.
been
I
like
remember that.
decreasing every single year, and this year is like I don't think I've left Nashville
Yeah.
at all.
You know something I keep forgetting that like we bought tickets for?
Oh, ACL?
Yeah.
No,
I
I
keep
know.
forgetting.
No, I know.
That'll be fun.
I sent you, but you were like in Vegas, so you were so busy, and I know you couldn't look at your phone. But there's
I
one
did see.
small
Yeah.
band that like well, they're not even small, but you might not love them, but like I love them, and
Yeah.
if they're not going when like Sabrina Carpenter's going, then like I'm sorry, I'm gonna drag your ass there. I'm gonna drag your ass to whatever stage they're playing on because like I have to see them in person.
That's fine because I actually like send me their music. I need to start branching out on music. I have not listened to something new in literally ages. And I know like none of these artists at ACL. I mean, of course
Oh.
the headliners.
I mean, neither
of
do I.
course.
But
Other than that, no idea.
didn't even look like fully at the poster to like see who all was playing, but yeah, I really want to see them, so I like, need to go back and look. I mean, I'm not very well versed in music at all, but
Yeah.
they're good. They're just very like vibey.
Okay, slay. No, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, perfect. I know. I've been thinking about that. I'm like, oh shit, like I kind of need to start thinking about that, like
No,
sooner
like-
rather than later.
It's July. It's July.
The year's halfway over.
Yeah. And like I just keep hearing everyone saying like, oh, like summer's basically over. I'm like, oh my god, no, whoa.
I mean, summer hasn't even started for me. Like, I haven't even
No,
done
literally.
one summer thing. Like, slow down.
Literally, I'm the color of my sweater. There's no way summer's coming to a close.
No, I swear to God, I don't want it to be cold. I don't want it to be
No.
cold. I need it to stay hot. Like, I need some more days out at the pool. Like, I need to, like, do summery things and, like, feel like it's summer. But I just feel like every year as, you know, we get older and then, like, we're just working so much. And then I'm like, it's literally not. Like, it's not summer. Like, do seasons even exist? No, because I'm just working. I'm in the season of work. And it sucks.
Yeah. Nope. I feel that. I know when I was in Vegas for work, I was like, would anyone know if I just like slipped away to a pool party real quick? Would anyone know?
I don't know. With your schedule, it seemed like they would have.
Probably. But it's like 1 hour lunch. All right, hit the pool party and then come back.
You're like, ooh, sorry, I need to go, like, rest my head for a second. But, like, you're actually just raging at a pool.
Right. But like, could you imagine if like I went and then like saw like someone from my company? I'd be like,
That'd be hilarious. You're like, little do y'all know, I actually have a bikini on under all of this professional workwear.
right. Just put my blazer off and let's go pool party.
No, exactly. You're like, let me just rip the buttons off. And you're like, oh, I'm free.
I know, literally the freaking day I was leaving, Dom Dalla was playing at Live. I was like, are you kidding me? But
Oh my god, I would have been like, can I extend my trip? Like, oh,
No,
sorry, I missed my
literally.
flight. Can you book me another?
yeah, can you book me another flight as well as a hotel because I'm not paying the prices here to say the
No,
least.
exactly. You would have been able to stay at one of my parents' friend's house. Don't worry.
No, literally. Thank you. Okay, well, moving on to a wedding. A
A
wedding,
wedding.
that everyone is talking about.
Except for me, because somehow
literally.
I missed it.
Literally. Jeff Bezos and
I don't
even forget
know.
his wife's name.
His
Literally
wife?
just look.
Jeff Bezos' wife?
Yeah, Lauren.
Lauren. Okay.
Yes, Lauren. I mean, it was predicted that they spent $50 million on
That's
this
insane.
wedding.
Insane. It
And
was
it
in
looked-
Venice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It looked horrific. And everyone's saying it. Literally everyone is saying, and it's like so bad because like basically everyone's punchline is like no matter how much money you have, like you can't buy like classy. Which, like,
I mean,
each their own, like whatever.
he
Who
got it all
cares?
on Amazon.
That's literally what everyone's saying. Like, oh, babe, did you, like, have one-day shipping to Venice from
Damn.
Amazon? Because, like, the carpet y'all were walking on was literally, like, they had that in my elementary school. Like, that's the elementary school carpet.
Yeah, that's kind of insane. That they
Yeah.
had, like, corporate, like an office building carpet.
Yeah, no, quite literally. And everyone's like, you couldn't have gotten, like, some wood to put down? Like, they do that with wood as well. And you're
Yeah.
choosing gray, black, white speckled carpet?
Yeah, that's kind of, and it wasn't
was like-
gravel. Because, like, at first I was like,
No.
is it gravel?
No, because I think that's why they said they laid the carpet down because there was too much gravel and like everyone was like
Who
in
cares?
heels.
Who cares? It's
I would rather
nature.
break my ankle on my wedding day.
No,
than have that carpet
exactly.
there.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I wasn't a huge fan of her dress. It was Dolce & Gabbana, obviously
Mm-hmm.
custom made. They said they've been working on it for like a year and a half or something. Like
Damn.
a crazy amount. But to me it was just like like I just
Not
feel like
wow.
these like no one is ever going to outdo Sophia Richie. I was like, what is her
Yeah.
name? Like no one. And I
Yeah.
think everyone like tries to, but it's just like
Not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen.
Well,
but
and,
I
like-
mean, they did have like their guests were like just Hollywood.
I mean, insane. So, okay, I do have to say, the one freaking hilarious thing, or like, I think honestly the best thing to come out of their wedding was all of the paparazzi shots of the Kardashians. So,
Literally.
I, like, obviously, like, I was seeing, like, E and all of them, like, post the Kardashians, and I was like, okay, like, they're on a trip in Europe, like, in Italy, like, that's,
Yeah.
okay, that's every summer for them. And there was,
Right.
like, there's a few different things that, like, are circulating that I just, like, am dying over. So there's one where they're all on, like, a boat. It's Kim, Chris, and Chloe. And this is the funniest freaking picture I've ever seen in my entire life. And if you haven't seen it, I will send it to you. I'll post it on the Instagram because I was dying when I saw it. So it's Kim, like, they're standing up in the boat. Kim is, like, posing. Chloe has the phone up, and then, like, Chris is, like, behind
yes,
both of
I
them,
saw this.
and it looks like she's recording. Well, you zoom in on the picture, and Chloe's just taking a picture of herself, like a
Yeah,
selfie.
she's like just taking like selfies.
And Kim is, like, full on posing, like, going. That was the funniest freaking thing ever. And then the next set of pictures was Kylie and Kendall getting on a boat. And Kylie literally has her security or someone just standing there holding her martini while she gets on. Like, he's literally just standing there
well,
waiting.
did you
like,
see the rest of the video? She almost like
eat it?
freaking yeah.
No, I didn't. I just saw the pictures from it. It was hilarious.
Yeah, because like she couldn't like obviously she was wearing like a skin tight dress where you can't like step onto the
Uh-huh.
boat. So they literally had to like lift her up onto the boat, and when they put her down, I guess she didn't like have her gripping and like basically slipped, but they were like still hanging on, so like they obviously caught her. But she was catching like so much hate because like I don't know if it was like a light purple,
It
if
was like
a white, a light
silver
gray. Like
dress.
she was getting so much hate
Oh my God.
because
They're crazy. People are stupid. I'm just kidding. But I mean,
I was about to say if someone wore like something like close to white to my wedding, I'm like,
oh, 100%. But I feel like it was
think
very
so.
silver. I don't know.
yeah. So I'd say that's what it looked like to me. But then people are like,
Right?
oh my God, like this is white, blah blah. And I was like, I mean, like I don't know, whatever.
But
like,
people are so crazy.
yeah,
But I mean, I want someone to lift me onto a boat. Are you kidding?
yeah. I would actually love that. It's just like,
Yeah, actually, please. Like, my life goal is to have someone that just like, if my dress is too tight and I
holding your
can't
martini right in
walk,
front of you.
like someone carry me and hold my martini.
Yeah.
What
No,
else could
I
a girl
agree.
want? Nothing.
Literally nothing whatsoever. But you know, they did like the multi-day wedding. They had a welcome party. They had, you know, their wedding day, and then I think on the third day they had like a PJ party to end the night. So
Okay. I mean, I know that like in like Italy, because it was Alex Earl went to a wedding in Venice like a few years ago, and she was like, no, one of the days you literally party until like 8 a.m. the next day. Like it's like an all day ordeal.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of cute, I guess, that they did like a PJ
Yeah.
party. Because I mean, like if you're gonna party all night, like yeah, you're gonna party all night, might as well be comfortable. But yeah, no, I'm totally not gonna lie, I got zero content of the wedding. So when you put it on, I was like, when you put it on the notes, I was like, who? He got married? I was like,
Yeah.
where was I?
yeah, I was about to say I didn't have much over it. Vogue covered their whole wedding, and you know when they got married, they released the whole article. But I mean, I just had to talk about it because so many people were like, just
Well,
knocking this wedding so hard, being like, "How do you spend $50 million and this
it's
is what it looks like?"
Well, so then after you posted on the notes, I was like on TikTok and I literally saw it was like, and this is why Anna Wintour stepped down because Vogue covered this. So she was like, no, I'm done.
Literally.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I throw in the towel. I can't do this. I was like,
I saw
that's
that as well. I was
hilarious.
like, that's actually hilarious. And then I've also seen other ones being like, is this my sign? Like Anna Wintour stepped down. It's my time to step up. And I'm like, yeah, that's
No,
it.
hilarious. And then I don't know if you opened the link that I put in the notes, and it was like this girl, she was like, honestly, talk all you want about Jeff Bezos' wedding, but like I ordered this on Amazon last night and it was like on my doorstep this morning. So she was like, you know what? Pop off Amazon. That's all I care about.
Right.
It's like,
right.
period.
Yeah. I just like
Period.
sometimes forget like where Amazon all started from. Like literally audiobooks or like online books or books getting shipped out, and like look where we are now.
I mean, I use it I should have been
Every
invited.
day.
I should have been invited to the wedding because I use it every single day.
Every
Like-
single day. And like now, which I didn't like, the only reason I know of this is because like I've seen it on the roads, is like they now have their own like pharmacy and like doctor.
Oh yeah,
Where
no,
like
I saw that. You
can
could also
call
get like
in as like a teledoc.
you could also
and
get like
they deliver it.
healthcare through Amazon.
I don't-
I'm like,
yeah.
what?
They're doing it all. I mean, they're checking every box possible.
I mean, it is crazy, but I like truly, it's really, really, really hard for me to imagine like life before Amazon.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
Even when I was in high school, I started my own subscription. I was like,
I've always been on the family. I'm still on the
I was,
family
so
one.
is Morgan. Like Morgan and his sister are on the same one, and I'm like, I literally think I've had my own Amazon account since high school.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I wish parents, can I get on y'all's? Like,
Oh yeah.
can I
you
get
wanna,
on
like,
it now?
Cancel my subscription. Yeah.
No, but to like every now and then he's like, hey, I need to order my sister something. Can you just order it? Because she'll see. And I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, get your own.
Yeah, that's why you subscribe to your own. Sorry, no.
Duh. I'm like, fine, I guess. I'll do it.
Yeah. But that was really all I had to say about the wedding. Not much. I just saw that everyone was like, what the hell is happening? And then I was just all like flooding my FYP.
No, that's-
And I saw like the Kardashians were definitely
Front
like, star
center,
of the show.
of course, as they always are.
Right.
As they really, I mean, like, honestly, it's not a celebrity wedding if they're not invited.
Right.
If we're being for real, and like, people can hate them all they want, but like, they get invited. They have their foot in the door everywhere. They're welcome anywhere.
Literally.
And like, I'm sorry, that's the level I'm trying to be on.
I want everyone to know my name when I walk through that door.
No, exactly. Okay, but what do you have anything planned for the 4th?
I'm going home to my parents.
Oh my god, fun. Boat day or boat weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be the blast.
I think we're gonna do the river one day and then the lake the other day. Which like will be nice because I was supposed to go on a French trip and then it just like ended up not working out with everyone's schedule. So we canceled it and I was like, it'll be nice, like spend a weekend at home and then like go to Nashville for a bit. So I think that'll be nice.
Yeah, I mean, shit, you got the boat. I mean, you got the river. That'll be fun.
I know. I'm spoiling myself. I took Thursday off too, so it's gonna be a long weekend.
I mean, but like, period. As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
Like, I always like love to like tack on the holiday weekends, like another day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I always feel so bad, but I'm like, I know
Just
people
to
that I work
relax.
with who just took like a full week off. Like,
Oh my
that's
god.
fine.
No. Sometimes I'm beyond confused because obviously like summer has started and, you know, I know a lot of people like go on trips with like their family and stuff like once summer starts. The amount of emails that I get that are like, sorry, out of office. And they are like out of office for like a month.
2 weeks, yeah. Literally.
No, I have seen like 3 to a month. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. How? Where can I sign up?
How'd you get that approved? Yeah. Where
like-
did you get that approved?
Where can I sign up for that? Because that's great. I'm also like, where are you going? Like, why don't you
Yeah.
put that in your out of office? Like, I want to know
Right.
where you're going. Like, keep me
Update
updated.
the out of office with photos as well of everywhere you've been.
No, exactly. But I just find it hilarious when like the out of office email is always the same. It's like, I'll be out of town with limited access to my email. We all know damn well you have full access to your email. You're just not checking it. Or like every time I'm so bad, I'm like, I need to like put on like do not disturb on my email because I'm like, okay, if I take a day and that shit just keeps popping up and I'm like, okay, and then I just find myself responding and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, so sorry, like I'm out, but I can like see if I can do this for you. But I'm like, I want to like, get more creative with our out of office, even though I know most jobs you can't. But like, I feel like it should be fine. It's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. I was like, and I also think it's like a good laugh throughout the day. Like rather than just getting a regular old like out of office, it's like, oh my God, like I really need something from you. Of course you're out of office for the next 2 weeks.
So it's like put something
funny,
lighthearted.
Yeah.
Like so that, you know, I'm like, you know what? You enjoy your vacation. Actually.
Yeah.
Instead of me cursing your
Literally.
name, enjoy it. Actually, please
Enjoy.
relax. I really hope you're not looking at your emails.
Yeah.
Like, let's get creative.
We should bring that in into style.
Or like there should just be like a list of, or like, you know, I guess like a format of like HR approved funny out of office.
Yeah, but like, I mean, does it have to be HR approved? I mean, as long as there's no like bad words or like anything in it, you're fine, right?
I don't know. I've never had an HR.
Yep,
And
that'll
there's
do it.
that. And then there's that. Yeah, I don't have any plans for the 4th, which womp womp kind of sucks. I just like wish I could go out on a lake. Like that's all I want to do.
Yeah.
Is go out on a lake or go to someone's pool. Okay, I get it. Like I'm very lucky that I have a neighborhood pool. I am very, very lucky. But I'm like, a private pool, even better. Sorry.
Agreed.
Even better.
Agreed.
So I'm like, no, I mean, obviously we're all so young. So I'm like, who would I know that has a pool? But I'm trying to think.
What's Anna doing?
I don't know. I think going out on the boat with the guys.
So say, ask my boyfriend.
I know. I should just be like, hey. I have his business card. Hey.
Hey.
I know that this is rude, but can I invite myself on your boat?
No, I was actually talking to him today, and I actually think they're just having a pool day. He said they're not going out on the lake, but I don't know,
Honestly,
he could
that's
be
kind of
lying to
smart
me.
sometimes, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like a boat, it's just like, especially like there always has to be someone sober driving
Yeah.
it and well aware. Like sometimes just a pool day, drinks, grilling out.
No one has to worry, like,
Yep. 10 out of 10.
because, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. It's like when you get to these holidays, sometimes, like, it's scary. Just, like, be safe, you know?
Yeah.
But no, I think one of Morgan's friends, they're doing like a staycation at the Virgin Hotel, and we went to dinner with them last week, and they were like, well, I think we're just gonna hang out at the pool and then watch the fireworks from the rooftop. And I'm like, so they kind of mentioned, they're like, I mean, if y'all want to join. And I'm kind of like, I want to join, like,
I was about to
please.
say, I mean, I would assume it would be every Virgin hotels, but like the one in Dallas, you can buy like day pool passes.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many hotels that will do that, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll probably just stay at the house, have burgers.
No. Go do something.
I know.
Rest
Well,
up. I'll be in town the next weekend.
Right. I know, and I didn't do as much as I needed to get done last weekend, but I mean, Nashville also does this like 4th of July thing on Broadway where they have like a stage at the end of Broadway. It's free to the public, and then there's like fireworks that go off across the river, and we have done that one year, but it's kind of a shit show.
Yeah.
You know?
So to say, I can only imagine. Like sometimes it is nice to have like a private pool or like going and doing this where it's like pretty secluded, but still like have all your friends and like fun time.
Yeah, 100%.
But anything will be fun.
Yeah. So that's kind of all I have, other than I need someone to make my Poochie summer dream come true. I'm obsessed with Poochie, and this year they've like really taken off, and like everyone's like Poochie, and I love Poochie, and I want Poochie. I want to have a Poochie summer.
I don't know why I laugh every time I say this now, because I feel like it's just been like we've started saying it, but I'm like, Poochie's just like so you know?
I love Poochie.
Like,
it's
like,
iconic.
I don't think I would ever.
Oh no, it's so not up your alley.
Wear it.
Literally
No.
not up your alley at all. And it really isn't like up mine 100%, but like I kind of like it because it's like a very, I don't know, this sounds so weird, but like it's, the pattern is like very nostalgic in a sense of like, it just reminds me of like 2000s, you know, like those ugly dresses that like everyone wore in the 2000s, like if you were older, you know, like in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and they're like those just like ugly shift dresses that had that pattern, you know?
Yeah.
I can
But
literally
to me, it's also
see it in my
giving
head.
like 80s disco.
Absolutely. 1,000% disco, 1,000%.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just obsessed with it. Like the prints, like it's just, I don't know what it is, but I honestly just am like, it's luxury. Like so I'm obsessed with Poochie, and every time I see anyone wearing anything from there, I'm just like, it's like a knife to the heart, and I'm like, that should be me.
Literally, Poochie, if you're listening, please reach out to Maddie Schweppe. She basically is your number one fan.
Yeah.
Because anything Poochie she sees now, it's sent directly to me.
I
but I
mean-
did see, like, ever since you, like,
You're like,
mentioned it,
Poochie,
it's almost
everywhere.
Yeah, it's almost like when you want a car and then you start seeing the car, like, everywhere. Then I saw, like, Paige DeSorbo wearing it, and then she had the matching flip-flops. I was like, oh, she would. She would have the matching.
Like their textile, like it's, I don't know, it just, I'm obsessed, and I just want something Poochie.
What is, I mean, they're like designer.
Yeah.
Obviously, right?
Oh yeah, so expensive. I literally, like, I was on their website, I was like, a keychain is still $400.
No, do you
I was
want to
like,
know something so, like,
okay.
funny of me?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's summertime. Everyone's wearing, like, tanks. It's like, oh,
You've
cute
bought
little Mew
a
Mew
million
tank.
sweaters.
Okay, that as well. You're right. I wasn't going in that direction. Way to call me out. Anyways.
Like, she just keeps buying sweater after sweater. I'm like, all right, girl. I'm
But, like,
kidding.
most of my time I spend in my
It's
house
fine.
behind a computer. And I'm like, I actually
True.
need this sweater.
True. I wear sweatshirts all year round.
24/7. Yeah. They're just so it's the comfort.
Yeah.
Not always for the warmth.
Yeah.
I like literally like wore this out today to like go get lunch and I'm sweating my ass
I
off.
can only imagine. Sorry.
Anyways, back to the tank tops. It's like the Miu Miu and I'm like, okay, everyone's wearing that. Like, I'm just going to treat myself to one t-shirt, one tank. The fact I thought it was going to be like $300-$400. Think again.
Yeah.
Think again. Like, every single thing. And it's like, oh, like, linked my cute little tank. Girl, why even linking that? Why?
Yeah.
Who's buying? I would love to know who's buying that off your LTK. I'd love to know.
Yeah. Which, like, that's another thing sometimes where I see influencers who started out, like, very, you know, just, like, normal. And then I see them wearing something. And, like, I get if people are asking for the link, you're going to post the link. And I get that. But the amount of times that sometimes I'm like, holy shit, like, this is so freaking cute. Like, even if it's $200, like, I might just get it because I'm obsessed with it. I click and it's like $1,000. And I'm like, there's no way. You should not be wearing that on a Tuesday.
No.
Why are you wearing that on a Tuesday to go out and run your errands? I'm sorry. Like, how about you throw on a t-shirt from Old Navy? Okay, link that. Link that shit.
Yeah.
Please.
So to say, if your link is above $300, goodbye.
No,
Goodbye.
literally, I'm like, hello?
Like, I'm just like, no. That's like all my fun money for the month. What do you mean? Like, it's that or like enjoy my month.
Yeah, I mean, that's all just my money in general. That's all I have, actually. So either I'm wearing a shirt and nothing else. I'm not eating. I'm not doing it. Right. I'm not keeping the lights on for the month.
No. I'm just like, you know what? Ugh. Because, like, there's one influencer, which I love her to death. She was, like, so cute. I'm not going to name her because I love her so much. But, like, the stuff she links, I'm like, girl, you're breaking my heart. Like, you are breaking my heart. But then like, a lot of the time she'll link, like, Amazon and, like, stuff like that.
Wait, I want to know who you're talking about.
Danielle.
Oh, okay.
From Gals on the Go.
Okay.
I was about to say, I'm, like, obsessed with her lately. Like, absolutely
well, that's good.
Obsessed.
Slay.
No, I love her so much. But she has, you know, some, like, very expensive clothes some days where I'm just like...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it was, what's her name? Stella McCartney? Mm-hmm. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, the perfect jeans where I was like, oh,
Hell
$300.
yeah. You're like, I got
I'll
it.
drop right now. I'll do it right now.
Over $1,000.
$1,200.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never mind.
I feel like I've gotten to the point where, like, I know who to be like, okay, I can look at their links, and then who I'm like, I'm not even gonna, I'm not even go to their page. Like, I'm not even gonna look at all.
But I was like, she has tons of, like, great reasonable ones as well, but obviously the things that catch my eye.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think people understand. I didn't ask to be expensive. I have expensive taste, and I cannot help it. You know those videos? Oh my God. This is like my hidden talent, I think. You know those videos where it's like, okay, it's like a celebrity and they're like, guess the designer item or guess the more expensive item. I get it right every single time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it is truly because I cannot help it. My taste is just impeccable.
No, I was just born that way, and, like, I don't know what else to tell
Like,
people, but something's gonna have to change in my life to live up to those standards.
I mean, I'm sorry, I just have a freaking good eye. Like, I
for fashion, if you will.
I like the more expensive thing. Like, it's not my fault.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's a burden. It's a burden we carry. It's a burden we carry.
It's a burden to everyone around me for me.
Oh my God. Exactly. People hate me, but it's fine. It is what it is. I can't help it.
Yeah, nope. I agree. But I think that's really all we have for today. Do you have any other updates, plans? I say next time we record. It'll be like double next time. We'll be recording in person together. So that'll be fun. Not next week, but the next.
Oh my God, how
Prepare to be
crazy.
sick of us. Quite literally sick of us.
No, I don't think so. This morning I was on the verge of a crash out, but I think it's passed, but who knows? It'll probably come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thank you guys so much for listening. Happy 4th.
And we're ending on that note.
Happy 4th of July. Hope everyone has a fun and safe holiday. Don't forget, like, subscribe, follow us on Fashionably Broke Podcast, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and then follow us on our personals at Maddie Schweppe on everything and at Kassidy Ray on everything. Or TikTok is Fake Kassidy.
Yeah, it still won't let me change it. Literally still. I try weekly. Still won't. So yeah. Fake cat. Oh my God. Hello.
Exactly.
Fake Kassidy Ray. Yep. On TikTok. But happy 4th of July, y'all. Be safe. Have so much fun. And see y'all next week.
Peace.